Hello and thank you for tuning in to Embracing Budgets. My name is Rochelle. In today's video, yes, as you saw by the title, we are going to be doing our budget for the month of June. Y'all, we are almost at the half-year mark. That is crazy to me, and crazy enough. In today's video, as I budget for the month, I will be budgeting my first official full month after I have moved to Tennessee, which is pretty interesting to say that out loud, but yes. So let's go ahead and move on into the budget and let's see what we're doing for this month, okay? All righty then, let's go into June. Okay. And I filled out this just a little bit, but I just remembered off the top of my head yet again, I don't need to use this because I'm a month ahead and I pay everything on the first of the month. So sorry about last month with the, I think I only did 2 videos and I don't even think I put up a short last month because it's just been so busy, but work has just been it was too much, to say the least. It was just too much, okay? But let's go ahead and get on in here, okay? As you guys know, I'm a month ahead budgeter. So for the month of June, we're going to be budgeting with our May 5th and May 17th paychecks, which came to a total of $2,795.32. Okay, and you will see as already that I have my entertainment like Netflix, Patreon, Apple Storage, and Paramount Plus already added in here. Guys, I forgot all about Paramount Plus. It has been taken out every single month since I reestablished it. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was for the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, because that was one of the channels that it was being broadcasted on, and that was back in late January, the 1st of February. So I've been paying $5.99 all the time. I didn't even notice it. That's horrible. Don't do what I do. Just learn from my mistakes, okay? Keep an eye on that paycheck, on every dime that's going out, okay? Okay, so let's see here. Let's go on over to my utilities real quick first, because this is just a little different than what is usual, okay? So as of right now, I do not have a water bill as of right now because up here in Tennessee, I found out that it takes about 60 days to run a gauge on how much water I'll be using. So instead of it just being for 1 month, I won't get that new, I won't get that bill, that first bill for my water bill until like the end of June to establish what I used in, when I moved in May. So I don't have a water bill. Comcast cell phone, if I'm not mistaken, because I got a discount when I had the cell phone and the and my Wi-Fi, and since I decided not to go with the Comcast Wi-Fi up here again because I heard there was a better company for the internet up here, I decided just to go with the Comcast cell, and that has gone up to $96.69 if I'm not mistaken. It just went up, if I'm not mistaken, like $11, but pretty soon this is going to be cut down to like $50-something a month because of the fact that I'm also paying for my cell phone with this amount. So it will not stay at this amount, okay? Also, guys, I just want to say this. Also, please forgive the way this looks. If it looks a little dark, a little dim in here, it's only because I'm filming this at night and I don't have good lighting in this room. Natural lighting would be better, of course, but I'm only using my ring light and it's not showing that well because the setup is just not good here now. So, but I just want to say that out loud, okay? Alrighty then. Okay, so we have my electric from EPB. That's the electric company up here in Nashville. I said Nashville, Lord, Chattanooga. I live in Tennessee. So I'm just budgeting. I'm going to budget out about, say, $80 for my electric, because I don't have a firm amount on that one either, because I haven't gotten my first electric bill. I've only just paid my my deposit, which was $235 with that. Okay. Then we have the EPB, the electric company. They also have an internet service up here, and I'm using theirs. It is so amazing and so fast that I got the chance to use this, and I'm happy that I did. And it's if I'm not mistaken, that bill is $84.64, and that is for from May through June. So I have that, and I'm paying that. But also, when I canceled my Comcast internet, I actually got a credit back from them. I got a $24 credit, $24, and it was like 93 cents. It could have been 95 cents, but I think it was closer to 93 cents, if I'm not mistaken. I just got that credit back like 2-3 days ago, truthfully. So let's see what we're doing with the utilities for the month. Also with Georgia Power, since I cut off my Georgia Power and with the move and everything, and I was on a flat bill rate plan for years, and when they averaged out everything with the credit that was on my account, because I had like a $30-$40 credit on my account, it ended up only being $67.76 that was owed, and I decided I'm going to pay $17.76 and then just pay like $10 at a time every single month until it's just paid off, because there's no rush or anything like that. It's not like I'm no longer in the residence. So we have 80, 96, 69, 1776, 84, 64. But also I have the credit of $24.93. So that is $254.16. And like I said, in a couple of months, that will be going down to roughly, like I would say, like $115, because of the my Comcast cell phone bill will be lowered, because I will be done paying for my phone. Okay. All righty then. All right, so let's go on over to this over here. My rent, actually, it's gone up drastically. As you can see, it is this amount is wrong. It's $1,308 is my new rent. Okay, that includes trash, water, trash, sewer, rent, and of course pest control also. So that's $1,308, and this also with something that they told me about them reporting me making my monthly payments for my apartment. As long as I make the payments on time, they'll be reporting that to the credit bureaus. So when it does come time for me to purchase and look for a house, that could be in my favor to know that I do pay my bills, my rent, and everything on time, and that the apartment complex will have no issues with me with that. So that was like the additional $10 from the $1,298 to the $1,308. It's $10, and I heard about that before, but I heard about it when they do that, they report it at a much higher rate. Like I think my friend said that she pays like $20 or something other dollars a month, so that her apartment complex, or her previous apartment complex, could report that to the credit bureau, so that when time for her to purchase our house, it could be reported and everything will be good, right? Okay, so next up we have car insurance. I stayed with the same company. I stayed with State Farm, but blessing upon blessing, instead of me just doing liability now, that since I own my car outright, I am back to full coverage, because the insurance rates here in Tennessee are so much better than in Georgia. That $120 and some change that I was paying back in Georgia for last month, that was just liability, and the very least, at the bare minimum, what could be covered under liability. I was so shocked when I called the agent up here at the same company, State Farm, when I called them, and he was like, oh, well, this would be nothing. This would be $44 and some change a month. And I was like, well, I said, and that's just for liability? And he was like, yes. I was like, how much would it be for full coverage? And he explained everything out to me, and it made so much sense, thank goodness. And the quote still ended up being for full coverage, less than I was paying for just the minimum liability. And it was $102.30. And that will be coming out in the next few days, because it usually comes out on the 5th. So I have $102.30 that is coming out on that. So I'm back to being fully covered, and I'm still under State Farm, but of course it's in the state of Tennessee, and I am liking Tennessee so far. Okay. Alrighty. All right. We have our cash wallet. I was going to take $360 out for that. And then we have our savings, which is $200 a month. Okay. Now let's go over to the debt payments. Okay. So I'm going to leave this at $70 a month. I think it's gone down to $45 a month if I'm not mistaken, but I'm going to go back up to $70 a month. For Sam's, actually, I'm going to write it. I'm not going to write it over here. I'm going to write it over here, because this spiral notebook right here, this thing is quite annoying. So, but it's okay. Okay. So Sam's is $53. I think the minimum payment was $51, but I'm going to pay it up just a couple of dollars, not much. $53.78. Okay. I am actually going to take one of these Chase accounts off of here, because I had a little money left over remaining from last month, and it helped me to pay the little bit of the balance that was on that Chase account. Was like $80. So I went ahead and just paid that off. But the other Chase account is, the minimum is $116 a month. And of course, then my Capital One account, the larger account, that is $218 minimum a month on that account. So there you go. All right. Now I can take off this Capital One account, because the amount that I put on here, I put, even though I have the money for the deposit and for some other things that I put on here, I went ahead and I put like the deposit for my EPB, my new electricity. I put the $235 on that account, but I have the cash for that because that was in my moving, my relocating fund that I already had cash and I saved up for last year. So I actually don't need to take this out of this paycheck, since I already have the cash from it in a sinking fund, So that's that. Then we have American Express. I do not need to take anything from American Express from this paycheck, because I put my moving truck and some other things on that particular account, but my dad paid for my move. I love my dad. He's amazing. And him and his guys were the ones that moved me up here. My father owns his own business, not a moving business, but he had some workers and he gave them the option to make in some extra money by moving me out of state. So that's what we did. But all those expenses went onto my American Express. And you guys know I paid off my American Express, but with this move, of course, I put some things right back on it, with the moving truck and some other things being what I put back on there. However, my dad did give me the money for that, so I'll be throwing all of that money on my American Express. So as of right now, I don't have to pay anything, my American Express bill. I don't have to pay from this particular from this month's paychecks at all. So I'll go ahead and just keep those on off of there too. However, TJX, I'm just going to pay the minimum of $35 and keep that at that. Okay. So I'm going to put 35 right here, and let's see what we got in the debt column. Got 70, 53, 78, 116, and 218. Which comes to a total of $457.78. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how much we got left over. Oh, and let me put this down here. Okay. All right, so we have $2,795.32 We are going to take off utilities, was $254.16. We're going to take off $46.78 in entertainment. Okay. Then we're going to take out, I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry. Let me put that right there. We're going to take out $200 from savings, $35 from TJX, and $360 from my cash wallet. That leaves us with a total of $18.99.38. Okay. But now we're going to take the debt payments of $457.78, rent $13.08, yes, and then car insurance $102.30, which leaves us with a total of $31.30. Okay, so $31, I don't know why I put that right there. $31.30 is what is remaining, and I will leave that money inside of my primary account so that I could build up that primary account, because I always had a little bit of an overage in that account, and it will be put to good use. I just wanted this to sit there, because before, if you remember at the beginning of the year, I fell a little short on my paychecks, and when I fell short on my paychecks, I took some of the money that was in my primary account. I was like $300 over in my primary account, money that was just sitting there. So I took some of that money and used it to cover what I fell short on for that particular month, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I think it was in February. So I want to build that back up, and, you know, little bit by little bit. So this $31.30 will be staying inside of that account. Okay. Okay. So that is my budget for the month. So, but what I will do is I will, real quick, I'm going to unstuff my cash wallet and see what I did and didn't use last month, because I didn't use a lot of money, like, because that first week in May, well, I guess you'd say the first 2 weeks in May, I put way too much money on my credit cards. That's primarily, I guess, what's on my American Express, really and truly. So some of this money will be going towards putting towards my credit cards to pay those back down, because I was so mad when I ended up charging 2 cards back up, which was my TJX and my TJX, my Capital One, and my American Express. So there you go. But from groceries, we have $100 from groceries. Nothing in personal, nothing in gas. Eating out, we have a pretty penny here in eating out. Didn't realize I had all these singles in here. Okay. Alrighty then, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we got 14 from that. Alrighty, miscellaneous is empty. Starbucks, I don't really put anything in Starbucks, but I have this little savings challenge inside here that I will want to finish off. And then I had money right here that I was going to take back to the bank, and that was $80 right there. Okay, so there you go with that. So actually, if I'm not mistaken, this money could probably actually pay off what I put on my Capital One account, if I'm not mistaken. So let's do 100, excuse me, Lord have mercy, I forgot how to count. 50, 150, 70, 180, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So that's $194. I think I'm just going to put all of this money with it, probably with the exception of maybe these ones, just a little bit right here, which is probably $21, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. $24, I'll probably put that towards my extra savings. But this $170 right here, will go towards my Capital One account. So this most definitely will be going back to the bank. I will go to the ATM and make that deposit. Okay, and then I have this right here that will be going towards my smaller savings challenges, okay? $24, okay? But that is it. That is all, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being so patient with me with my slack on videos and shorts, guys. It has been a month. I think this is like, I've been here for in Tennessee for less than 20 days, if I'm not mistaken. Like, not even a full 3 weeks at this point. So, oh my goodness, it's a time. It is a time just being busy. Work has just been flowing. You got the holidays, and then like my best friend, she's moving also. So this is just a crazy, crazy time, but it's going to be so much fun. But anyway, I thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, stay blessed, stay beautiful. Remember, keep budgeting and saving. Bye-bye now.